Okay, so I was muted. Thank you, Andy. I don't know why this mute button keeps happening on the mic. Happy Saturday. I hope everybody had a good week. I just said hi to you all, so I will not repeat it, but just now I said good morning to everybody. um, Uncle Taco has came out and made his presence known, and I assume it's because of all the conspiracies going on with that child predator from Illinois being arrested, which is where Uncle Taco is from. Yeah, I looked up and noticed my little avatar wasn't bouncing, and then seen your comment, Andy. So thank you. Hey, Kyle, Viv, Diana, Jason, Zin, Alexis, Bayu, Sherry, Mombi. Hope everybody had a good week. Hi, Titanium Bill. So I found it very interesting what Uncle Taco had came out with and the things that he said. And, I'm glad he came out and cleared his name. I don't think anybody wants to be tied in with that type of, you know, predators, quite frankly. So Uncle Taco is somebody who came out a few months back. He called into a few weeks back in the T Rev show and stated that he was good friends with not only Seth, but also Sebastian. And a lot of people, after this guy was arrested for what he was, a lot of people felt like maybe there was a connection there. So Uncle Taco came out and he spoke his piece. Uncle Taco character in the mix. Actually, yes, I can. Hope Seth and Taco are arrested for spreading this misinformation, effectively around the investigation in a way. Yes, it is an early. We have my little cousin's baby's first birthday today, so that's exciting. Hey, Cowbell, Kathy, Mama for Justice, Eliza, hey girl. Hello, Winnie, Crazy Hillbilly. Good morning, it's me, Amberly. Oh, I hope we have a good weekend as well. I do appreciate that. All right, let me change my. I had to fix my thing. My little cat. There we go. Now we're in business. All right. I'm always going to watch them. I feel like they tried really hard in making a distraction take place, and we're not going to be distracted any further because we are on a mission here. So, good morning, Porsche. Into the darkest places. I hope you don't stay in the darkest places. Melissa, I did receive your emails and I'm very grateful for you. Thank you. I'm very thankful to all of you who sent me an email. If I didn't respond, know that I saw it. It's been a lot the past few days, so I sincerely appreciate it. And if you guys just give me one quick second, I'm going to play this video really quick while I go grab my tea because we're going to remember and it's been really hard to do, including myself. But we're going to remember this is about a 15-year-old child that still is not home. On February 26, 2024, an Amber Alert went out for 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers. Sebastian is white, 5'5", 120 pounds, with brown hair and brown eyes. Sebastian was last seen wearing a black long-sleeve shirt, black sweatpants, and glasses. He has a medical condition that may impair his ability to return safely without assistance. If you have seen Sebastian or have information regarding his whereabouts, please contact the Sumner County Emergency Center or TBI at 1-800-TBI-FIND. Let's take this moment to pray for Sebastian's safe return. Okay, thank you for pausing with me. Good morning, darling Tammy. I have a strong feeling that Seth, Taco, and Tony know exactly where Sebastian is. Do you really? You think Taco's involved? Hey, Glitters Forever. Gary, good morning. I don't know, but I do know there was some weird shit, so let's get that up. All right, so as you all know, we had a panel guest a few weeks ago of the vault, and this is going to be her video where she has Uncle Taco come up on screen. So generally, Jenny, I'm glad I wasn't dealing. I was watching this unfold live, and I'm like, oh, I wish I was able to go live, but the kids and all the things. Give me 1 second. Let me fix myself here. Maybe this won't work. Never mind. Cancel that. All right. Save it this way. Seth Rogers says, money grab Sebastian to come home. Ugh, I don't know. One guy from New York in Summerball is the one that died. Oh, yeah. Jose, right? Hey, Adam. Hey, Just Carry Me. Good morning, Colleen. It's me, Tiffany. Hello, hello. Lynn Isms. Good morning. Lives down the road from old Tone the Bone. Tone the Bone. I like your photo.
It's not. My camera's not letting me up.
Uncle Taco, you can turn the camera on for just a second, then you can turn it off, okay?
Hold on.
So I want to know how he became Uncle Taco. Hey, Jax. Hey, Julie's. Hey, Red. It is very creepy.
I'm just trying to get the camera to work.
That's fine, sweetheart.
We do want to see your face, Uncle Taco.
I just lost connection to camera. What the hell? All right, I'll be right back.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, come right back. We'll be waiting.
He said he'd be right back.
Nelly.
He should know as much about Katie since he knew Sebastian when he was 2. Okay. Sorry about your luck, Taco Bell, but I'm Canadian and you're not my uncle. Shelly, you all behave.
Now you behave there, Shelly. I'll tell you this. Just because he knew Sebastian at 2 does not mean that he knew Katie. I'll tell you what. My children are, right below and right above Sebastian's age, and I'm not who I was when they were 2. Okay. So that does not mean they know somebody. Oh, Mr. Tomato Head. 250 meatballs. What the crack? Wow. I'm happy I'm not you, girl, but I hope you have a great time with your family, of course. Hey, Deborah. She was, Jason. She was.
Now, do you all want to be in the chat or not? If you're going to hear what the man has to say.
The vault don't play, man. She'll put you right in. Don't come for me, Default. We're respectfully reviewing your shit, and I appreciate that you had this panel.
Who is this? Oh, I thought that was somebody else speaking to me. That's from a while ago.
So it's interesting you say that. It's me, Tiffany. I can either jump to it right now or we can wait a little bit, but I am going to show you a few things pertaining to the man that was arrested and why you don't have your children playing with random people. It is a boy. Congratulations. What the crock. Oh, that's exciting. Oh, Chopper, I hope you have a great lunch.
Let the man get a chance to speak now. Is he trying to work it out?
She does. She don't play.
Gio, you are really rude for this. What's really going on here?
She got her place is so much fun.
All right. I have no idea, sweetheart. Nothing.
Oh.
There he is.
Go, Uncle Taco.
Boss, with the pop-up music when he popped up, that was pretty funny. Let's just have a little humor while we can.
Somebody can see you. There he goes.
Oh.
Go, Uncle Taco.
Hello.
Well, shut your mouth.
Uncle Taco had himself his own little living meme, if you will. It was like, oh, what was that? That was funny.
I'm trying not to speak a lot, man. My bad.
Well, you try not to speak a lot. For what reason, baby?
I don't know. Sometimes I get tongue-tied. I don't get to talk a lot. I'm an old.
Okay, that's okay. Hey, I understand a lot of men don't like talking.
See, I like the fact that the vault said, what do you mean you don't like to talk? Like the vault is on it. We may disagree with our perspectives on the case and our perspectives on Seth, but one thing about the vault is she's going to ask. Like, she's quick with it. Unlike some of these other nimnods that have had the opportunity to ask people questions and they let the most crucial things fly right over them.
All right, Mr. Taco. Okay, Mr. Taco, hey, you're going to have to explain yourself thoroughly. How you know these people, how long you've known them. Somebody wants to know, do you know Katie? How long you've known Katie, the boy child? And what I wanted to know is, I'm not here to grill you because I don't really like getting into all this, he said, she said type stuff, because in the end, some going to believe you, some ain't. I'm not here to argue about nothing. All I want to know is, what was your motive?
What's up, crazy?
For going to T-Rev? That's what I want to know.
That's what I want to know.
One thing I have a fan that wants to say hello.
Okay.
Oh,
well, okay. The dog. The dog.
Oh, am I doing this backwards? I think I'm doing this backwards. Okay. So a few weeks back, Mike, there was an Uncle Taco that called in a T-Rev show. I can visit that first if you guys like. This way there's a little more context to the story. I'm sorry. I'm glad you said that to me. Hold on. I think our lady, our J is for Justice, may have some of it recorded. Oh, I hear somebody getting sick. All right. So an Uncle Taco called in to T-Revs a few weeks back, and it was pretty much just like, hey, I'm Uncle Taco. I used to play video games with Sebastian and Seth, and you know, they called me Uncle Taco and like things like that. It was a weird conversation. You'll hear some of it. I think I can play this part right here. Hold on. All right, let's do this one first.
When you all got contacted that the boy was missing.
I had played a game like 2.5 weeks with Sebastian and Seth, Call of Duty Mobile on our cell phones. Sebastian and Seth, Call of Duty Mobile on our cell phones.
Tried to get him to take this phone that I'm using talking to you right now. I was like, I told him, I was like, son, I'll wipe it. I'll do a reset. We'll take your Gmail account that you have and we'll hook it up here. And we'll let you have your own Call of Duty mobile account.
Call of Duty Mobile on our cell phones.
Okay.
Wait, that doesn't help us. Hey, Carrie. Yeah, I seen that. He said he called T-Rev for Seth. Yeah, well, that's what it said here. Yep.
Don't look like he want to talk.
No, that's all she does is sit there and lays and stares at me. That's funny. She's hungry all the time.
It's a girl.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Well, hello.
That's my baby girl, Proxima.
Okay, hi.
Don't get up, Goofy. All right, yeah. So the reason why I called T-Rev that night, because my friend Seth, he was upset because the girl he was trying to.
Thank you. That's all I wanted to tell.
No, don't interrupt, because the girl that he was what? Please don't interrupt. Let's hear what he had to say. He called in the T-Revs because the girl. So I want you all to let that sink in. Uncle Taco only called in because of Michaela. Right, live, laugh, love. I've done that with my kids, and I've had it done with me. She is loud, and she does interrupt a lot because she's excited. I mean, I get excited too. So, but let that sink in. The only reason Uncle Taco called in was because T-Rev had Michaela. So Seth Rogers sent Uncle Taco to call in to troll T-Rev's panel. Who does that? Who does that when your child's missing? Who plays these games and these distractions and these trolling games? Who does that? And what are we doing it for? What did it get you? He still got the girl. She still got your money. What did it get you? You'll be doing that a lot. I am sorry. I cannot fix it.
All I wanted to damn know is why you called me, because you knew. Because you knew.
Jump in there.
Yeah.
No, Poetic Justice. Sorry, Uncle Taco. We ain't subscribing. Eliza, thank you so much, sweetheart. I think we have a baby together, don't we? You've been here 9 months now. We put a 1 in the chat if you are not going to subscribe to Uncle Taco. If you are done with these people trolling in the name of a child. I'm sorry, I'm not subscribing to you, Uncle Taco. You don't got nothing I want. You ain't got nothing I want. Right. Who has time to make a relationship with this younger? I mean, she is a pretty girl. You got to give her that while their child's missing. And then you give her money, and then you go on, you have your uncle, your friend Taco here come on a panel to play games while your child is missing. If anybody can direct me to exactly which show Uncle Taco was on T-Revs, I'd really appreciate it. Oh, I hope it's not twins. Was it Chris? I don't even. I don't even give a fuck. When isn't it? Is my question. You know what I'm saying? Lots of ones coming in the chat. Thank you. See, we're done over here, Seth. Seth and your team. We're done. We're not falling for your games anymore. We're not playing games anymore. We're done. Hey, Cal.
But you knew, didn't you? You knew, didn't you, Taco? Bingo card.
Why people were being punks.
Thank
you. All.
Thank you. Break it down. You got the floor. I ain't got nothing else to say.
I just don't understand.
You said more than we.
Break it down. You can go far.
Why people were being punks.
He wanted to know why people were being punks. So Taco here is so upset that Michaela chose T-Rev. Seth probably called him up whining, I gave this girl all this money. She ran off with this little YouTuber. So he calls into the show? He calls into the show to troll? You gotta be kidding me. All right, so yeah, it is right here. I was watching this the other day. Thank you.
How you doing tonight?
Hey, what's going on, Austin?
What's going on? Who's this?
Well, my name's Ken, bro. My name's Ken. I'm a buddy of Seth. So I'm trying to figure out why can't you get a hold of Seth?
You're a buddy of who? What?
So the first thing he says is, I'm trying to figure out why can't you get a hold of Seth? So again, this is during a discussion about Sebastian right here on the screen. And this guy's calling in to figure out why T-Rev stole his girl. Huh.
I'm a buddy of Seth Rogers.
Oh, okay. And
I'm a really close friend.
Who can't get a
I'm trying to figure out Seth Rogers, the guy you're on the phone about. The guy you're having a show about, Sebastian Rogers' father?
Yeah, you could. I mean, I could call him easily right now. I mean, I'm not going to call him on a. He's not even supposed to be on social media, according to Tony.
See, because at this point, these two were already fighting. These two were already fighting at this point. The public wasn't aware. They were fighting over a woman when there is a child missing. Right, that was a problem. He did that intentionally. This is what they bring to the table. Yes. Let's break it down for a minute, right? Let's talk about it. We got Tony with the records. We got Nina Glass with the records. We got Stephen Crabtree with the misinformation. We got Bullhorn Betty with 42. I mean, what are we really getting here from these people? Now we got a Taco that's playing games.
Well, he's not on social media. I'm just trying to figure out what's up, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I mean, according to Tony, he didn't want him on social media last time I heard. I don't know.
No, I was just trying to.
You know what I mean?
Reach out to call the website or something. Can you not get a hold of them, or?
No, I could get a hold of him right now.
Okay, cool.
If I wanted to,
man.
So this was Steph's bitch ass made way of telling the YouTube world that he was fighting with T-Rev. Instead of just being a man and calling in himself, he gets his buddy to, like we're in elementary school. We've all had that before. Like, yeah, usually us females, right? Back in high school, elementary day, yo, do me a favor, text him and see what he says for me. That's what they essentially pulled on us. These grown-ass men, the three of them, playing their little weird little who stole the girl shit. This is weird. Right, what the crack? No, yeah. Where is she going to call it out, Chris? Is she going to remember? That person that took a big problem with me mentioning that Seth was overweight, obese, which is why he didn't go into the army. Is she going to call out the fact that Seth Rogers is talking about somebody else's weight? Oh, or it's not a problem, right? Because the hypocrisy is real on here.
You know?
Hell yeah. Yeah, I understand that, man. So how's everything going down range, bro?
Hanging in there. Hanging in there, man. Settling in.
Yeah, that's
Settling
good.
in,
That's
man.
good stuff. Well, I'm hoping everything's well.
Settling in.
Just trying to make sure your communications are open and all that good stuff.
Why does it
Yeah.
matter?
Kind of quiet downrange, huh?
Yeah, that's
We think
that
that
one.
website's real.
Yeah, I think the website might be real, man. It might be a real deal.
We were told that Seth set it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know
Very
nothing
far
about it. I don't know. I haven't heard of that.
I don't even know what they're talking about. Do any of you? We were told Steph set it up. Steph set up what? For T-Rev to meet Michaela. So what? They fell in love. Get over it.
Oh man, it might be a real deal.
We think
I think the website might be real, man. It might be a real deal.
We were told that Seth set it up.
Oh, the website. The website. Do you guys know what they're talking about? Does anybody know what they're talking about? Who recalls the website that popped up that was selling merchandise for Sebastian that said "Justice for Sebastian"? Is that what they're talking about here? You think it's the tip line, death threats? So either way, we either got A, Seth Rogers, the suspect, and the disappearance of a child is setting up a tip line website, or it's about the merchandise. I don't know. Let's see if we get an answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about it. I don't know. I haven't heard of that.
Oh, okay.
I've just seen it though. I tried to call it live, but they said it was for tips. I don't know. I didn't even know about it. Somebody just
see if I had a little bit of patience. It was for the tips. So the suspect in the disappearance of a missing child is asking for tips.
just told me about it.
Yeah.
It's crazy, brother. So hold up. You're from are you from out there or Tennessee?
I'm not from Tennessee, man. I'm an old friend of Seth and Katie's from years back.
Oh wow.
Years back.
Wow.
And
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I've been following this since I caught wind of it. And it's been I've been having to jab from the side because I live in Oklahoma. My name is officially Uncle Taco. I'm the guy that used to play with Sebastian online.
Oh wow, you used to play with Sebastian online. That's interesting.
Yeah. On Call of Duty.
Why does he say interesting like that? That's interesting. It was funny. Call of Duty. Let's hear that again. I'm sorry.
Oh wow, you used to play with Sebastian online. That's interesting.
Yeah. On Call of Duty when he was with his father. You know, he didn't play on his own when he was with his father.
Bro, I literally thought you were trolling for a second. That's why I was like, huh? Who? What?
Not a troll, man. Not a troll.
No, T-Rev, you got it right. They were trolling you. You got it right. They were trolling. I mean, it's hard to believe, right? It's hard to believe that a father of a missing child would get his old buddy on the phone to troll during this discussion about a missing child. But no, you got it right. They were trolling you, bruh. They were trolling.
Person really concerned about Sebastian Rogers and all the cat fight needs to stop. Man.
So I mean, I gotta ask you this: from somebody who knows Sebastian and things like that, like, what is your take on everything that you see?
Mom and Daddy's guilty. Mom and stepdaddy's guilty as shit.
That's real cute, ain't it? That's Mrs. Taco. They walked that back as a recent though. They walked that back.
Hey, 1 second.
Wow. Yeah, take your time.
Yeah, go ahead. Tell her to be quiet. Go ask Seth what he wants you to say. Go ahead. We know what's going on.
My man said, "Give him 1 second." Is he good? Is he good?
Yeah. Everything's good, man. I'm just sitting.
Are you kidding me? So Seth Rogers is once again on a panel talking sexually. Are you kidding me? I have not heard this, Linda. Has had anyone else heard Seth Rogers on a panel talking about masturbation? Put a 1 in the chat. There's something wrong. There's something wrong. How many sexual and oh. Jack's heard it. How many sexual jokes or sexual talk is this man going to give us? He has no low. He won't go. He even tells us about. I've just move along.
Here chilling, and my whole take of this whole deal is the accountability, man. Back in the day when I was a kid, I'm 53. Back in the day when I was a kid, if a mom and father.
I agree, Remy.
He hung up on himself.
Oh.
He hung up on himself, y'all.
Oh.
I think that was a real friend. He hung up on himself for sure. He definitely just hung up on himself.
Because you know what? This is what she does, Chris. This is what she does, Linda. This is absolutely what they do. They do things like that, and then if I'm to respond because it's me responding and pointing it out, she'll go on and cry what a victim she is of mine. So I ain't even going to touch it. I ain't going to fall for the trap today. But I am going to point out that Mr. Taco here spent all day and night on different panels all over. to go start his own channel. We ain't playing. We ain't playing your games no more.
And if he didn't hang up on himself, then he lost. I think. Let's see again. Let's see.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
No, there you are. What's going on, brother?
Here we go. Can you hear me? Hello?
What's going on, brother? My
Hey,
bad.
man, sorry, I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened either. But what's going on, man? So you were talking about you played with Sebastian online,
I
right?
played with Sebastian on Call of Duty Mobile when he visited his father.
That's cool. That's cool. I played that Call of Duty Mobile with.
Call of Duty Mobile. Call of Duty Mobile. While Call of Duty is not currently available on Nintendo Switch, there's a possibility it could come to a console in the future. So I want to know, he had to be on a cell phone playing it, right? Hence mobile. I typed in, can you play it on other devices? He can't play it on a Nintendo Switch. Call of Duty. No, so you can't. So what devices play Call of Duty Mobile on? Obviously a mobile. Oh, so you can only play it on a tablet or a smartphone. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure, because let's not forget, Sebastian didn't have access to internet on his phone. Good morning, Kraken. Hey, girl. Yep, you got it, Pyro. You got it.
That's I think once.
Yeah,
and it was
straight
Hey, Runaway Truth.
slated with all 6 of my grandchildren. We all play online together. I try to keep connection because I have so many grandchildren, and it just breaks my heart, this whole situation, see my buddy go through this, you know?
Mm-hmm, and
the whole point you asked me earlier about what my whole take about it is, if our parents back in the day would have said they didn't know where we disappeared to, they'd probably end up in jail like tomorrow.
Nah, bro. That's not true.
You can't just sit there around and say you don't know.
But you can. What's your buddy got to say then? What you mean? The parents would be, so all the parents deserve to be in jail, right?
I mean, I tried to say something about Oliver North, but that was kind of silly. But the whole point of the matter is, if you wake up in the morning and one of my grandchildren were missing out of my house, it'd be hell and high water. I mean, I have a lot to pay for. I mean, I have a lot to say, well, I can't go camping. I can't leave the house.
I can't get drunk and do interviews.
I don't know where he's at. I don't know where he took off to.
Oh, Mrs. Taco got a lot to say in that background.
Hey, when you guys played, what did you like? How did y'all communicate, or did you just play and there was no voice chat?
It was usually I put voice chat. I was over the phone, so all you had to do is press a button. So usually we talk back and forth, and we talk about who's shooting who and who needs help. And
that guy.
Okay, so he did have access to speak to people while playing. Because listen, while he may have been playing the game with Mr. Taco, there's other people that were playing that game as well. So anybody and everybody could hear that. Right, it's me, Tiffany. You hear that?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was just in typical communication. Nothing like he knew who I was, because he was always happy to speak with me. It was like Uncle Taco. He was thrilled because they come visit me a few times here in Oklahoma as they pass through the United States.
Oh wow!
My daughter used to babysit Oklahoma as they pass through the United States.
What did they say? The past United States? Here in Oklahoma, as they pass through the United States. Okay. Has anybody checked Oklahoma? They got games to be played. Hey, Jane, welcome. So mobile games played on a cell phone. You can only talk to people who are your friends. Thank you.
Oh wow!
My daughter used to babysit Sebastian. He was 2 back down in Georgia. So I'm the guy down the road.
Interesting.
Interesting,
man. So you knew the kid personally, and that's great.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think that he's totally capable of just walking out the house and surviving for 90 days?
I barely knew him.
Or you think?
I mean, he
what
does
do you
have.
think? What's your hunch here? Like what?
He does. There's a possibility he could be foraging and running through the woods like a feral child, man.
Like a feral child? Are these people okay? Are these people okay? Irish Eyes? He needs a new truck. I'm gonna start a YouTube channel. I need a new truck. Listen, we ain't subscribing. We're done with the bull. They're just done. T-Rab knows what's up. He can tell something's up. Yes, please do, Doodle Mom. Thank you. Please hit the thumbs up if you're not subscribing to pay for Uncle Taco's truck. We're done fixing your vehicles, people. Okay? We're not doing it no mo. Pay for your own damn cars. Like a feral child?
Billy, he could be foraging and running through the woods like a feral child, man. But it was cold times when he come up missing. It was literally cold outside, and just to survive, even if he had a go bag, where would he hide it? He was special needs. I'm not really sure what his social life was there at his mama's house.
Oh, you're not sure?
I'm not really wanting to even go into that very much, but
because you don't know nothing, bruh. You don't know nothing. Let's talk about what his social life was at his father's house, movies and playing games. Thank you, it's me, Tiffany. Feral child, he sure did. Yeah, why do they all got vehicle problems?
The people that were in the household with him, no comment. It's just I've sent friendship things because I've been friends with Katie also. Me and Seth have been friends longer, but since they were married when
I'll be honest. I'm not going to tell you, Carrie Hall. I can promise you that Cluminati will more than likely be going over it later, but I will not advertise that skank in my channel, and I apologize for that. We're talking about a woman who has now hosted a suspect in a missing child's case that has moderated them and has allowed them to sit up there and exploit the sexuality of not only his son, but apparently in general. And that's no disrespect to you. I refuse to advertise that person over here. I refuse.
I met him. We're both friends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Katie don't even want to talk back or even say anything back.
She knows you'll know.
She knows fucking, what there's accountability issue here.
So what was she doing?
What Katie don't even want to talk back or even say anything back.
She knows you'll know.
She knows fucking, what there's accountability issue here.
There's accountability issues here about that feral child.
So what was she doing?
Accountability, man.
And they all want to
know. Say again?
What would she know? Like, what would you be able to pick up on?
I guess I don't know. I guess I'd make her nervous. I don't know. I want to be there everywhere they go. I want to sit in a restaurant with one of them cut out cardboard with Sebastian and have lunch with them while they're having lunch.
Does anybody else think that's fucking weird? Thank you, P. Fox. Yeah, thank you, Red. Let's please don't even bring listen, just saying her name will make her a victim of mine. Please don't even bring her name up in my chat. I handed the crown over to the little, as you can see, the little aloe plant up there. So did anybody just hear what he said? That it wasn't she thank you, Lee Bird. Thank you. Thank you. Didn't she just loudly and proudly denounce the shit out of BHB? Wasn't she just running her mouth about BHB voices when she was trying to be part of Savage and Queen's Crow? Didn't she just come on my panel when she derailed it when it was about a 15-year-old child and made it about herself and some type of big victim of mine where she asked for peace and didn't keep her agreement? Didn't she run her mouth about her then? I'm just making sure. Okay. The carcass. Okay, so right here he says he wants to follow Chris and Katie around and he wants to sit with a cutout of Sebastian.
I sit in a restaurant with one of them cut out cardboard with Sebastian and have lunch with them while they're having lunch. You know what I'm saying?
So
I just want to be a total shithead storm, a thorn in her side. I don't want to be anybody thinking I'm CP for no reason. I can't wait to meet CP, but I can't wait to see Katie because I know she'll turn like
child predator.
She'll turn like 16 other shades of white because she'll know there's no way you're just going to lose your kid, man.
Yeah.
From a parent raising children together, man, you just can't look at a parent, but our children we're raising the kids together. My kids are older, but I still had kids. You know what I'm saying? The kids together, they're running together, man. You just can't kid, man. Like 16 other states will wait to see Katie because I know she'll turn like
child predator.
She'll turn like child predator. What's up with you, tacos? What's up with yous? If the tacos are here and you'd like to join, please click this link. Can't wait to see Kate because I know she'll turn like child predator.
She'll turn like 16 other shades of white because she'll know. There's no way you're just going to lose your kid, man.
What does 16 other states of white mean? What does this all mean? Good morning, Barbara. 16 other states of white. He wants to cause chaos. I think stale would be my guess as me, Tiffany.
Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
From a parent raising children together, man, you just can't look at a parent, but you know, our children we're raising the kids together. My kids are older.
Arctic
still had kids, you know what I'm saying? We lived in the neighborhood together. We were in a village together. To see a child come missing, so I wanted to do so much, but I'm bound. I ain't got no money to be able to go to Tennessee when I want to.
There it is. Money, 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 money. What's up with them all? Between Betty and Nina and BJ and now Taco, they all need their trucks fixed. He sure was, but then he couldn't let it last long, right? He couldn't put up with it long, could he? Wasn't long before his mask slipped, and we all got to see the real side of Seth Rogers, the side that led Katie to file him for a DVRO. Ain't that some shit cracking?
Yeah.
But you know, if I was able to, I bet you if Katie was to see me, she'd flip out. And I really don't care. I want her to flip out when she sees me.
Appreciate the white.
I want to see the shades of white, and I want to see Chris get all red in the head.
Did Mrs. Taco in the background say we appreciate the white? Are these people racist? This is like the third reference they made to white people. What is even happening?
What you see?
Appreciate the white.
I want to see the shades of white, and I want to see Chris get all red in the head, and I want him to realize, you know, you're not going to be a push-up on me like you push up on everybody else. You're not going to talk like you are when you're talking with everybody else either, man. You're going to totally like bite your tongue and have the respect you should have for everybody.
Thank you, Penny.
That's my nephew missing.
How you doing?
You're supposed to be a stepfather, not a bully.
Man.
Yeah,
that's my words. That's how I feel about it.
No, and I appreciate you actually, you know, calling in. Is there like anything that stood out? Like what you said you guys used to play Call of Duty Mobile on there. Was it?
Yeah.
Did you play with them a lot or just a little bit or?
Well, yeah. Sometimes I didn't know whether or not it was Seth or son. Sometimes, you know, sometimes Sebastian was a little more close the door behind himself kind of thing.
You hear that? Didn't know if it was Seth or his son. Sometimes Sebastian was a little more close the door behind himself kind of thing. So sometimes he was, what do we call it? Sneaky? So sometimes Sebastian would sneak off with electronics. Is that what you're saying? That's interesting, isn't it, by you?
Right.
Which I've learned to do myself because you close the door, no one thinks you're rolling through there.
Because you close the door, no one thinks you're rolling through there. Is this guy giving us a little bit of hints here? We're getting a little hints here. Trolling during a missing child, all the weird, you know, comments that he's making. Predator, feral child, carcass. Hiding, being sneaky.
You know, it's just polite anyway. No one lives in a barn. Close the doors.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
No,
just joking, man. Yeah, he was very tactical. He was very tactical and really cool because when my other grandsons were on, it was just like playing with them. I was like, I have problems, they have problems. We all went where we need to be. We all take care of each other. We covered each other's back.
So Sebastian would play Call of Duty when he was having problems? No. It was about no. He said it about Sebastian. He says Sebastian could be running through the woods like a feral child.
Really cool, because when my other grandsons were on, it was just like playing with them. He was close the doors.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Just joking, man. Yeah, he was very tactical. He was very tactical and really cool, because when my other grandsons were on, it was just like playing with them. I was like, I have problems, they have problems. We all went where we need to be. We all take care of each other. We covered each
He was saying tactical.
other's back. He knew what camaraderie was. How's that?
You said
he knew what being a buddy on the battlefield was all about.
Maybe because his mother and stepfather served our country, sir. Maybe that's how he knew what that was all about. Like, he's really surprised.
Oh, wow. Okay. I mean,
that's what his dad instilled.
It's
That's what his dad instilled in him.
A smart kid.
That's what his dad instilled in him. His dad didn't serve. What is even being said here?
Yeah, this smart kid. He was a very smart child.
Right.
He was.
Don't let autism fool you.
Yeah, no. My best friend actually has autism. He's autistic.
I have some friends that are autistic and they're sharp as a whistle, man. I can't even stop it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm autistic with a little shade of I've been hitting the head a couple times. You know what I mean?
Speaking of that, he's in here right now.
He's been hitting the head a couple times. So now I want you all to all right.
Now, my buddy, speaking of the devil, that guy Smoke, that's what my best friend. He's autistic. You know, he's autistic.
Oh yeah.
And again, doesn't really change. I've met autistic people that are smarter than me. You know,
right?
That's like,
man,
it doesn't mean crap to me.
Yeah, it's just the way they look at the way they view the world is different. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. That's all it is. When I analyze something, I look at 90 different angles of how things will go down. I feel like an autistic person goes through that in like a nanosecond. I go through in like 10 minutes. And they go through in like, and then they come up with the most absurd idea, and it usually comes out to be right. So I usually do a goofy style. That's what I call it. I don't mean it's weird, but I try to.
I didn't mean that.
So you refer to the way that autistic people speak as goofy style? Right, apple bottom jeans. Who the hell even knows? They have doohickey. So goofy style is what he refers to it as. Hey, Sasha, 6 months. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Goofy style. Now, if this was Chris's friend that said it or Katie's friend that said it, people would be angry.
I thought honestly you were trolling for a second, man. I found out. I was like, no, he's not trolling. He's the real deal.
No, he's trolling, bro.
To be honest with you, I didn't think I sounded like Peter Griffin. It's kind of crazy, man.
Peter Griffin.
That's hilarious. Hi, my name's Peter Griffin, and I'm calling in for my buddy Seth. I can't do that.
So Sebastian.
He just told the truth right there. I'm calling in for my buddy Seth. He slipped up. Because what T-Rev doesn't know, and what none of us knew, but we know now, is that Seth was on the phone with them as this guy called in. Seth had this guy call in because he wanted to know about Michaela, and he wanted the internet to know that T-Rev and Seth were fighting over Michaela, and Seth Rogers didn't have the balls to do it himself.
Called you Uncle Taco, you said?
Yeah, that's what I've known through all the world, through all the children I've ever had contact with. They know me as Uncle Taco.
Oh,
Uncle Taco.
Yeah, that's not odd or anything. Hey, Julie. Ooh, slip up.
Well, I do appreciate you calling up, you know, and just sharing the little bit that, you know, the memories that you do have of them. Yeah, man. What was the last time you rocked out Call of Duty with them before everything?
They also went on Jay's yesterday. They were on Jay's panel.
It was literally a week before he came up missing.
Oh, wow. Right. So
I lost contact. I started working for 3 weeks.
Everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. What was the last time you rocked out Call of Duty with him before everything?
It was literally a week before he came up missing.
Keep that in your mind. Oh, my chat just disappeared. I want you all to keep that in your mind. It was a week before he went up. Yep. Keep that in your mind, go Bulldogs. I want you all to keep that in your mind. Hey, Doxy. And I'm going to tell you why. Did anybody else hear where I played the other day? Matter of fact, I'll pull it up again. Where Seth Rogers was asked the last time he saw Sebastian, he said 3 weeks, right? Actually, I'm just going to pull it up because that gets addressed over in the vault. Asks him about it. And she says, can you tell us the last time you saw Sebastian? Because people are saying it was 3 weeks. Okay. And he said it wasn't 3 weeks. So we'll get to all that. So last time he played Call of Duty was a week before he came up missing. A week. Keep that in your mind. This is important.
Oh, wow. So
I lost contact. I started working for 3 weeks and I got back online and I found out through Seth this happened and I was like, it's like the world got turned upside down. And literally, there's not a day I go to work not thinking about my nephew because I work nights, so there's a lot to think about.
Interesting.
I want to donate tattoos for the cause, ribbons or whatnot. I do tattoos also here in Oklahoma. I'm not licensed, but I do work. I do pretty good work. But I want to raise money for Sebastian any which way I can, and I want to help for any which way to find him and to get him home or to get him someplace safe. Because if I was being abused by anybody in the house, I don't know if I'd even want to go back there.
Mm-hmm.
So I just hope he's just off wandering in the woods looking for his dad's house. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he just got lost. Who knows?
That's good.
Who knows?
God
protects his children no matter what.
Right.
Bring them home.
Yeah, man. 90 days. It's just unbelievable when you see it's like, damn, it was day 40 yesterday and you wake up and now it's 90. It just doesn't. Yeah. That many days with no answers is crazy.
I've never thought this would be so close to me, something like this happening. And I wish I was closer to my friends so I could be a more supportive type person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure, brother. You said you're in Cali or Oklahoma?
No, I'm in Oklahoma. I'm right down the road from Tony. Tony lives.
No, not after. Before. He said a week before Sebastian disappeared, he was playing Call of Duty with them. And then here we hear him say he lives right down the street from Tony. On
a nicer part of town, on a greener side of town. They call it green country, but it's even greener where he's at.
I got you. So you live close to Tony. That's what's up, man. I do. Have you? I have a question for you. This person have you ever met Sebastian in person before all this?
Oh yeah. Like I said, Sebastian's mom and his dad come through Oklahoma and stayed at my place for about a week,
2 weeks,
maybe 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
And then they turned around, went back to California. Seth and Sebastian came by themselves twice.
Wow, man.
I thought it was kind of fun because Seth came up in a Mini Cooper, and I thought that was pretty fun. It was snowing like hell here in Oklahoma. That Mini Cooper's badass in the snow. I had a blast, man. It was great seeing my buddy.
That's awesome, man. I'm glad you got the.
Yeah, man.
So it connects more for you.
Friends.
It connects more for you and makes it even more personal because of that connection.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I call him my nephew. We have no blood, but it's just the only friend I've had I'm a Navy brat, so I don't have very many friends in my life.
Thank you for serving our country, brother. I appreciate that.
No, I'm not. I was never in the Navy. I'm a Navy brat.
Oh, I thought you said
my
Navy
dad was
vet. I'm like, thank you for serving our country.
No, I'm not a Navy vet, man. Okay. No, I wasn't allowed to because I moved around too much. My credits were screwed up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I never got to serve, but my dad was in the Navy for 29 glorious years. But yeah, man, it's all about keeping the faith and keeping headlong in the wind. I just want all the drama to stop.
It's pretty wild out here with all the drama and everything. It goes and goes and goes and goes and goes. It just doesn't stop. And I feel like with this case, the way it is, the quietness, it's crazy at this point, right? It's a damn circus.
It's so quiet. It's crazy. You know what I mean?
For sure.
There should be more out there. I mean, everybody was.
Oh, he just wants all the drama to stop. But don't forget, he is now admitting that he went on T-Rev's panel here to troll him.
I'm giving my hats off to everybody who was out there searching and beating feet and stepped up there wearing out his shoes. And everything else. And thanks for getting him shoes, y'all, and all that stuff. And freaking man, I just wish I was out there.
Thanks for getting him shoes.
And everything else. And thanks for getting him shoes, y'all, and all that.
So people bought Seth Rogers shoes. Hey, Kimmy. Good morning. Shoes. The people bought him shoes.
Stuff and freaking man. I just wish I was out there, be able to match each footstep because I'd be out there. I spent like a year and a half. My wife was like, "What are you doing every day out there with the side by side at the wash?" I was like, "I'm looking for Ian Eccles come up missing out of Ellensburg."
Mm-hmm.
Ian Eccles. Let's look this up. So this guy had another person go missing near him that he spent a year looking for. Ian Eccles, 41 years old. Ian was last seen leaving Kent, Washington to go hunting near Liberty. This guy's from Oklahoma, but he spent a year out searching for somebody that was missing in Washington. One is mine, one is dad's, because Katie won't let Sebastian take his switch to steps. Can't imagine why. Right. Hey, Indy. Yeah. Well, we were told that Sebastian, why do I remember hearing about people's feet size? 10.5. Does anybody else remember hearing a 10.5 come up talking about shoe sizes? Why do I even know about people's shoe sizes? What was that from? It was from this. All right, so Ian. Is there an update on this? Bannon was north of, I don't know what that is. He disappeared under mysterious circumstances on May 17th of 2020.
Up there, Central Washington. And I was up there in the mountains looking for him every day. I wish I could give the same effort to my nephew, but we gave everything we can to come down here and fight for my grandkids, and that's been my life. It's been what I've been doing.
So this guy originally lived in Washington, moved to Oklahoma to fight for his grandkids. And then, okay.
And then God has his trials and tribulations, right? He ain't putting nothing there you can't conquer. So I believe that we ain't ended this, so we ain't over. So this is far from being conquered. I just haven't else step in yet. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, Lord, when I show up, man, it's gonna be crazy. Okay, we all sit around and have
that laugh. He laughs after he says when he shows up. This is odd. Listen, I know some people like this guy, that he was on other panels and people were all like, "Oh, he's a nice guy," but this is weird. Seth was talking about buying Sebastian new shoes and how they wear the same size, so they do wear the same size.
Nobody else step in yet. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, Law, when I show up, man, it's gonna be crazy.
Law, when I show up, is gonna be crazy, and then laughs. This is all odd.
Okay, we all sit around and have dinner. Me, you, Seth, and everybody.
Man, this is so. My thing too is, when you last played Call of Duty with him, what?
No, Jem, it's really not. My son's 12, and he's already in a size 8.5, 9, and men's. Because I'm giving people the backstory to who he is, Amanda Jean. Is that okay with you? Why you put a thinking face like there's something weird about it? There's nothing weird about this. People don't, this is the introduction to who Taco was. We'll catch up to current time. Don't worry, girl. We're getting there.
Do you have, was there any memory there? Do you remember the game?
No, I don't remember. I don't really remember the game. I remember my son was in the living room, and I had my other grandson online with me, and we were playing. You only fit 4 people on the team, so it's kind of neat. Sebastian was off the side. And then I remember it wasn't never hard for us. I can't remember what the ratings was. I can go back to the date, but it was always a fun game.
Maybe because I don't play, I have no idea what he's saying there. No idea.
No matter what, I never really lost any games, so it really never mattered. I'm not trying to brag on myself, but
Well, how often did you play? How often did you play Call of Duty together? You said.
Me and Seth play often together. Not me and Sebastian. I'm not really sure if it was Sebastian because we didn't communicate vocally a lot. We just like my buddy was online, I'd join the game, or he joined my game. We slaughter for a little while and we get offline and leave.
We slaughter for a while and we jump offline and leave. So they didn't speak a lot, but yet he did say he used to speak to Sebastian. Yeah, is that what he meant on the side? I don't even. Thank you, Apple Bottoms. I'm glad some people understand what I'm doing here. Tucker reminds me of our hubby at the end of the movie.
It was just something we always just met in passing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's it's interesting. Were there any changes in Sebastian's behavior?
Yeah, I played
during game sessions. Like, was he? Did you ever notice anything with him?
No, never. He was always jokester and playing the game and being, hey, Uncle Taco, and loud.
That's dope, man. So he was just settled in and having fun. He was just having fun.
Yeah, he always when you come visit me, man, he was having a blast. And he had so many.
When he come to visit you, we're talking about playing online.
Memories. He had my daughter. Just spent a lot of time with him, and my other grandchildren. They're a little bit younger than him, but still, I'm pretty sure he'd remember everything. I remember all the times he'd come to visit. I do remember, Ben, he wouldn't get out of the house or get out of bed without putting either his galoshes on or.
I got a personal question.
So he wouldn't get out of bed or anything without putting his glasses on. Thank you so much, Sin. I appreciate that. Did he argue nuts? Where was that? Is that during this? He did say goofy. He said they were goofy.
Question for you. How would you describe Sebastian's personality based on your interactions with him while gaming?
A normal 15-year-old, maybe with a little bit of hypertension added in there.
Yeah,
that was just how he was. He was high strung, and that's about it. I mean, he was respectful, always a respectful kid.
Probably just having a
yes, sir, Uncle Taco. Always just a good kid, man. I've never had a bad issue with him. But
yeah, we're just having fun on that. The Call of Duty, that game's pretty fun. I play it myself, man. You have some fun on there.
It's pretty wild, man. I'm a clown anyway, so my player's guns though, so everybody laughs. And my call tag is.
What is galoshes? What does that mean then? I'm sorry. And it looks like we'll have to do a part 2 because I got to get ready for the birthday party. But listen, I know this is really random, but I was bit by a spider like over a week and a half ago, and my ankle's still swollen and itchy from it. I think I might have to go to the doctor or something. I keep muting the mics. I'm over here scratching the hell out of my ankle. It's like so damn itchy. Rain boots. So you want to get out of bed without putting on his rain boots. I'm sorry. I thought he said glasses. I'm thinking that's normal. So rain boots. Oh, that's cute, actually.
Knuck and fudge, so all the kids have a blast.
Yeah, I think I have to.
Saying my name because they're not actually cussing, but they're close to it.
I think they are.
I got a question, Uncle Taco.
They're not actually knuck and fudge, so all the kids have a blast saying my name because they're not actually cussing, but they're.
How the hell is Uncle Taco knuck and fudge? Is that normal, Mombi? I've never ever had this happen to this extent where this longer is still so damn itchy and swollen. Uncle Taco, they thought they were cursing. Don't forget, Sebastian's first word was a curse word, according to Seth. No, there's nothing. It's just bad. Oh, Air Force, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you and Sin. I appreciate that. Knuck and Futz, right, but that's not his name. Oh, this is weird.
They're close
I
to
think they are.
I got a question, Uncle Taco here. Is there anything else you think would be important for us to know about Sebastian?
I just want to pause again and remind you all that this man is claiming that he called in a T-Refs to troll him. Oh, his username. Durr. Okay, Windu. Thank you. I'm sorry. It's early.
At all?
Yeah. Yes. Everybody just don't give up, man. He's out there. Regardless, he's out there somewhere, and we're gonna find him. We're going to find him. He's going to be walking down the street and someone's going to pick him up. Hopefully the right people pick him up. But no matter what, he's still out there. He's still striving. We should still strive and keep the faith that he's wanting to be discovered.
Then it's been a rough one. I'll tell you that much.
Keep the
Man, it's
faith.
been very rough, man.
Keep the faith. He's wanting to be discovered. Snazzy, thank you. I thought Seth and I seen special for 3 weeks. He had it. He's lying. They're lying. That's my whole point, Snazzy. You're going to see that. Thank you, Winnie the Pup. I wish I had the cute. Oh, I don't anymore. I can't play it. But thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you. Okay, so no, Wise Angel. I'll go get some. So this is really weird. This is really weird because you're going to hear, and I wish I could jump over to it right now, but I can't. Just give me a minute. We're going to get there. But Seth Rogers lied again on another panel and said that he saw Sebastian a week before he disappeared. But on one of his very first interviews, where after Sebastian disappeared, he said it was 3 weeks.
It's been a rough one.
My boss is like, I'm like, I started a new job, and my boss is like, you've been like really distant, but you made it through here. What's been going on? I said, well, my nephew's been missing. I've been trying to deal with the job.
People are asking, what was his gamer tag? But I already know the answer to that. It's he played with him on, you know what I mean? He played with him from Seth's phone or whatever. Seth has already, mentioned that, and that's kind of been covered, but maybe some of y'all didn't hear that. It sounded like he lost service again. I don't know. He might have lost service, but shout out to him for calling in. He said, interesting. He must have played with Uncle Taco while he was at Chris's and Katie's. Damn. Let's check it. Yeah, that's not
timer or not.
No timer.
We keep on getting hung up on. I don't know if it's timer or not.
No timer. No, you're good, brother. You're good. Not your fault, man. Sometimes we drop calls. My phone that I have right now, like the phone, my actual cell phone that I'm talking about, like for some reason, people will call me, and it won't ring. And then sometimes it'll.
Take a look at what's your service. Hours, because it runs off the same old principle.
Wait. We don't care what your phone service is.
I'm about to switch it.
Great talk. Yeah, so try to reset your towers because it runs off the same old principles, right? Reset your towers, like turn your airplane mode on for 15 seconds and then turn it back on.
Yeah.
It's funny, this guy knows how to reset your towers, huh? I did do that, Indy. I did. It didn't help. Cal, thank you for becoming a member. Welcome to the Melon Felons. We are friendly over here. Don't worry, we don't bite.
Here, let me do that now. Okay, airplane mode for 15 seconds and then turn it back on.
It should reset everything, yeah.
That's
sorry, I don't want to keep interrupting over my lousy little bug bite, but it's not a mosquito. It's definitely a spider. I can still see the two bite marks or whatever. And I don't know what color the spider was because he got me when I was sleeping. Got me on both of my ankles. Both ankles are still swollen, but only one is still extremely itchy, and it's been way too long now. So I'm going to, after the party today, I'll take myself up to urgent care. I don't want to keep interrupting over my stupid spider bite. It's nothing compared to what's going on. I just wanted to tell you guys why I keep muting and getting up and stuff, because I'm really trying to fight the itch here. You know what I mean? Shit is, if you ever want to wish harm on an enemy, just wish them a spider bite, okay? Because these things are very uncomfortable.
People saying I sound like I'm drunk.
People say I sound like I'm drunk.
No, not you, me.
You're rowdy ass fucking south north Florida.
So now she's from Florida. Her in the background's from Florida. Okay. It's just an odd interaction.
I'm from North Florida, and I'm very loud. I'm very proud.
Yeah. For some reason, her voice sounds clear as shit to the phone.
Yeah, mine's echoing through. But yeah, no, I don't drink.
Yeah, I don't know what I don't even know. Was that the comment or something? Somebody said you were drinking?
Yeah, someone said Aunt Taco sounds drunk.
Taco sounds drunk. At least.
And they disconnected again. They are a hot mess express, man. This is like an ADHD phone call.
You there?
I did the
Let me call you back. Maybe I'll make a different line.
Well, if I take it off Do Not Disturb, I guarantee it's gonna start ringing and ringing and ringing.
Oh yeah. It's going. Yeah, take it off Do Not Disturb will probably make it work again. Well, you got an iPhone?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, they're hard to get used to, and I should just swapped over an iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like it.
So he just swapped and got a new phone. He just got a new banana peel. Don't play with me. Don't make me pull a Betts up here and start chopping away on a banana peel. All right. We're going to get all Betty up in this beach.
You said these people are playing games with you? It's Chris and Katie, Lori said. Wow. Interesting.
No, not Chris and Katie.
I can promise you on everything. I'm far from Chris and Katie.
Man, no, not Chris and Katie. That's funny.
Unless Chris and Katie got 6 grandkids.
Hey, I haven't lost any of my kids. Maybe some down the drain. I mean, my book.
You can confirm that that's...
Wait. Did anybody else hear that? This is being weird again. I'm swallowing ish terribly for quite a while. Benadryl creams go too. Thank you, Kitty Cats. I appreciate all the advice in the chat. Did anybody else hear this shit? Did anybody else hear what he just said? Something about a drain?
Unless Chris and Katie got 6 grandkids.
Hey, I haven't lost any of my kids. Maybe some down the drain. I mean, my book.
You can confirm that that's...
What the fuck is that? What's with these people being all inappropriate and gross? So there are wolf spiders where I'm at, 'cause I took a picture of one, Tina. I just don't know if it would have been able to bite my foot. I'll keep you all posted. Thank you. Yep, you guys heard that, right? Play it again. All right.
Kids. Maybe some down the drain. I mean, my book. Hey, I haven't lost any of my kids. Maybe some down the drain. I mean, my book.
You can confirm that that's Uncle Taco talking? Okay. No, some people were saying that was Chris and Katie, but...
Trying to blame
She said, I can confirm that that's Uncle Taco. Okay. I mean, I didn't say it wasn't.
Thank you.
Oh, to everybody else in chat? Okay. I got you. So it is Uncle Taco. Shout out to Uncle Taco.
Hey.
Okay. That was a weird comment. So, Moflo, you just remind me of a story. So when I was younger, I was a teenager. I got burnt on the side of a motorcycle bike, like on the back of my, I don't know. The motorcycle was hot. Somehow it burnt me, and it burnt me really bad. And some asshole told me to put salt water on it. And my young, dumb, stupid ass put salt water on that. Let me tell you, don't ever put salt water on a burn, because that shit took me out. I don't even know why somebody said that. I was like 12 years old, and I believe this older man, he said, put salt water on it. I did. Then another time, listen, I was so damn gullible. So damn stupid. Another time I was playing summer basketball, and I was getting bit by mosquitoes. And the other kids said, if you put water on you, the mosquitoes won't bite. So here I am. I'll tell you, I'm stupid. All right. Yeah, that was definitely Carl. I definitely picked up on that. Jem, I'm so gullible, you wouldn't even believe it. You won't even believe it. Oh, child.
Shout out to Uncle Taco. I appreciate you calling in and sharing a little bit of what you know about Sebastian. You know, I do appreciate you doing that, brother.
Yeah, man, I appreciate what you're doing.
Trying to help in any way I can. It just seems like everything just leads to drama here. We're trying to get it focused back on, locked in on Sebastian. That's what we're trying to do. And I feel like law enforcement needs to get some answers.
This is weird, right?
Yeah, I told Seth the other day, man, you're sounding so distraught on the phone. I talk to him on a daily, man. I was like, man, you just need to pull back, everybody. Pull back. Wait out a week, man. Let it all smoke clear and just go full-fledged on Sebastian. Fuck off.
Right. Right. Stop the drama is what he's telling them, right? Okay.
All the drama of who fucking who.
Yes.
Right there. Right there. There it is. That's why I when you said that, I'm like, saw it. I don't know. Right there. So this guy calls in to troll T-Rev, which we're going to click over to now and hear, because T-Rev was dating Michaela, and Seth and T-Rev already stopped being friends at this point. Yet Seth was in the chat, and as Seth is in the chat, he's also on the other line with Taco. But we just heard what he said, right?
Full-fledged on Sebastian. Fuck all the drama of who fucking who.
Yes.
Sorry for cussing.
The drama of who's effing who. I can upload a picture, sure. Who's effing who? Right? That's what this guy called in for. So now let's go over it here. I'm done with him.
all.
Thank you. Break it down. You got
the vault gets very loud at times, so you might have to adjust and readjust. Be careful with your earbuds are in. Sometimes, it gets really loud. Yep.
Floor. I ain't got nothing else to say.
I just don't understand why, if someone's trying to court somebody and you creep in on it, or the courting wasn't even needed because you were already involved, why play with people's hearts? Because right now he don't need people playing with his heart. He needs companionship and friendship.
I got to mod my own chat.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. So
I don't.
Can you tell us what Seth told?
I don't know what you're saying. Playing with people's hearts. I don't know what you're saying. Damn, I gotta fix the settings every time I do it.
Because right now he don't need people playing with his heart. He needs companionship and friendship.
I got to mod my.
He doesn't need people playing with his heart. Nobody's playing with his heart. You guys as blind as me? Wait, there we go. Wait, that's too big. All right.
Own chat.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. So can you tell us what Seth told you about Michaela and his relationship with her, or you cannot speak on that?
I'll be honest with you. Seth thought he had something going there.
Okay, thank you. That's what was told to me.
They went to South Carolina together, right?
Okay.
So there we are, back on Michaela. Seth thought he had something going there. You talking about us, Kazi, or them? I don't know. Either or, it could go both ways, right?
That's what was told to me by someone, that he did like her and that he did think he was dating her. So now I have confirmation by a second person, which is you, that he thought he was dating.
We all knew that he thought he was dating her. All right, let's I want to get to where Seth starts talking, if you guys don't mind. We'll revisit all of this, just not at this moment because I'm a little busy. I got things to do.
That don't make any sense.
Here we go.
I asked her.
Did you? That's what I've been.
Actually, hold on. Let me do it this way. Give me just a second. All right, and so here is going to be Seth talking about how somebody didn't even notice that his shirt had a missing child on it. I don't know why that's relevant, but
15 minutes. And I look at her and I'm like, have you once looked at my shirt? And she's like, no. And now she looks at my shirt and she's like, I didn't see that. I was like, but I'm right in front of you for the last 15 minutes and you haven't even seen my shirt.
Crazy.
My son is missing and you haven't even been observant enough to notice that this short, fat guy in front of you with a 3X shirt on
I don't.
has a shirt that says his kid is missing.
Yeah.
Well, with utmost respect, you're not like the best looking thing to look at. So maybe she wasn't checking you out like that. You all right, Kazi? Are you all right? You gonna be all right? You need a few minutes? Somebody help Kazi out. Give her a few minutes. She's not all right. She came in spaz, and I think there's something wrong. Somebody just give her a minute. Let her get her mind right. Something's wrong with her. All right. So that's one. Talking to this nurse for like 15 minutes. Nurse doesn't even notice. I have a shirt of my son on. It's not even working. Hold on.
That's how blasé people are.
Well, listen, I'm telling you, for the past month, I've just walked around the store.
I wear these shirts. Have you seen Sebastian?
Okay.
And I'm sitting there and I've been talking to this nurse for like 15 minutes. And I look at her and I'm like, have you once looked at my shirt? And she's like, no. And now she looks at my shirt and she's like, I didn't see that. I was like, but I'm right in front of you for the last 15 minutes and you haven't even seen my shirt.
Crazy.
My son is missing and you haven't even been observant enough to notice that this short, fat guy in front of you with a 3X shirt on.
I don't.
Has a shirt that says his kid is missing.
Yeah.
That's how blasé people are.
Well, listen.
I don't even know what this font is called, but I don't think it's called. What font I got? Casual font. So I don't even know what Kazzie's talking about. She don't know her fonts as well as she thinks she does. Who the hell's worried about somebody's font anyway? All right. So now I want to. This time. Oh, did I? Oh. Sorry. All right. I'm sorry. When was the last time you talked to Seth? That's not coming up. Damn it, it's not working. All right. I'm going to go to this one. I was looking for where Seth actually says about when he saw Sebastian, but the thing's not working.
The leprechaun.
Yeah, that's what I call him.
They heard you calling him a leprechaun the whole time.
Hot dog flavored water.
Hot dog flavored water.
That's what I'm calling too.
Seth said that's what he calls them too.
Well,
down and squirt them with hot dog water.
is there something? Because I was reaching out trying to talk to you because I wanted to bring a different perspective to the network, not all this other crazy nonsense that's been happening. But I wanted to talk to you about your feelings of where you are at that time, because it's been probably about a month ago that I was trying to contact you. Your feelings right now of where you are in this case and how you feel about everything that's played. His wife, they had came from Michigan, I believe, and they were visiting the day I showed up. I didn't feel comfortable. I didn't feel white people. They did their own thing. They didn't really hang with black people, blah, blah, blah. And that's cool. That's your choice. But I was a visitor in the house and I felt uncomfortable. So it's one thing to briefly, while you've been talking to this little leprechaun, who is this female girlfriend? Maybe Uncle Tacos.
Where the hell
he
is
went on
sorry.
The leprechauns.
Believe that they can do better.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing about it is that your job was separate than looking for your kid, and you probably took the same attitude. Well, I'm looking for my kid. I want some help, but you didn't have any idea, I guess, what these people, how they navigate up here with YouTube. But the thing is, when I tell people, people are people. It doesn't really matter if they're incarcerated, not incarcerated, broke the law. People are people. Everybody's not genuine. Everybody has not changed. Wow. Yes, Sweet Tea, right. The human heart is deceitful. It is. And a lot of these people that have been involved in these true crime cases, they don't care anything about the people in the case. They don't care anything about the children. They don't care.
So before this happened, I would go to work and I'd come home. And that's all I did. I went to work. I came home. The weekends that I had my son, or even the weeks that I had my son, that's where I lived.
Okay.
Okay.
Otherwise,
it was just work.
Taco and Michelle was saying the Thursday before your child went missing is when he told you that he didn't want to go home. Is that true?
No. It was. I spoke to him Thursday when he got out of school.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, when did he tell you that, Seth?
It was the weekend prior that I had him that he threw a little fit and didn't want.
Okay, you heard him there, right? It was the weekend prior to Sebastian disappearing that he had him, that he threw a little fit, right?
To go back, but he wouldn't tell me why.
And while he had him the weekend before he disappeared and he threw a little fit, he didn't want to go back to his mom's. He wanted to tell him why. So you hear him right there saying it was the weekend before that he had Sebastian. Now, here we go, right?
Because there's a lot of people that's saying that you had not seen Sebastian over 3 weeks prior.
Yeah, I heard that too, Lord.
This. Can you clarify that is inaccurate?
That he had the weekend that he was at his mom's that he disappeared, I had him the weekend previously.
So there it is, right? Bright yellow. You hear it out of his own mouth. So let's check this out again.
As his father, tell me a little bit.
He loves his video games. He was at my house. So I was supposed to have him last weekend. And it would have been 2 weekends prior. He was at my house. And I got to see him.
And when was the last time you got to see Sebastian?
Last time he was at my house. So I was supposed to have him last weekend. And it would have been 2 weekends prior. He was at my house. And I got to see him. We got to play video games. Watch TV. Had a great weekend.
And I mean, obviously, it seems like.
So I heard that. I heard that, Queen. So Clue says Seth lied and did in fact see him a week before he went missing. But here on so this is Seth. This is early on. This is March 3rd after Sebastian disappeared. Why is Seth Rogers saying that he didn't see him for 2 weekends prior? So 3 weeks. All right. And then Taco saying he played with Sebastian a week before he disappeared.
Video games. So I was supposed to have him.
What has the last week been like for you?
My heart is missing somewhere out here. Yeah, I don't know where he's at. I do.
And when was the last time you got to see Sebastian?
Last time he was at my house. So I was supposed to have him last weekend. And it would have been 2 weekends prior. He was at my house. And I got to see him. We got to play video games. Watch TV. Had a great weekend.
And I mean, obviously, it seems.
Yeah, I heard that too, Lord.
This. Can you clarify? You had not. Seth, can you clarify too? Because there's a lot of people that's saying that you had not seen Sebastian over 3 weeks prior.
Yeah, I heard that too, Lord.
This. Can you clarify that is inaccurate?
That he had the weekend that he was at his mom's that he disappeared, I had him the weekend previously.
Boom.
So that'd be the weekend that you all had that conversation or he was acting up.
We all have jobs. We all have to work.
Right.
What does the job part have to do with it?
Lord have mercy. What a mess. What a mess. This is a mess.
If people would stick to the facts instead of adding their little bit of 2 cents.
What they're going to do that, Michelle.
Yeah. And that's being humans. Yes. It's DramaCon, he said.
Well, the whole thing there, is that's why eyewitnesses are very reliable in court.
What do you say? He's breaking up.
That's why the witnesses aren't very reliable in court.
That's why witnesses aren't very reliable in court. What does that even mean? What does that even mean?
Well, and they know that. That's very true. Well, guess what? These witnesses out here don't count. These are chat people, YouTubers who don't have a dog in the race. They ain't getting ready to be called in the court for a damn thing.
Basically.
You can believe that, okay? These
And you know
groups
what?
ain't gonna be called nowhere.
Everybody, now but soap operas have not been on mainstream like it was when I was a kid. People look to this. And these are the days of our life.
You talked to the leprechaun recently.
Have you talked to the leprechaun recently, Seth? No. No, he hasn't.
He has not.
So why did he go? So weeks ago, when he talked to you, Taco, that audio I played, he says that, you know, oh, I could call him if I want. And he made it seem like, you know, he's still dealing with you. I knew he wasn't dealing with you.
Yeah.
And now he's falling out with that smoke guy, his so-called friend. It's always something.
He ain't gonna call me on my phone.
Well, that's what I thought when he was up there talking. How old is the audio, Tacos? 3 weeks?
3 weeks, yes.
Okay, so he's sitting up there saying, oh, I could call him, but he said he ain't supposed to be on social media. He knew he wasn't getting ready to call Seth on that live stream.
Yeah, Seth was in the chat. Seth was in the chat. So, again, you're going to hear this guy admit that he called into T-Revs to troll him about T-Revs sleeping with Michaela.
He could have called him that night.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But he wasn't going to do that.
You're saying opposite things. DeVos saying they weren't even friends, so he wasn't going to call him. But yet Taco's saying he could have called him that night. It makes no sense. Right. Couldn't call like a man himself and confront him about stealing his so-called girl. So he sent his friend Uncle Taco in to do it. This is all while his son is disappeared, right? This is all while nobody knows where his child is. And he's worried about where Michaela is.
Nope, wasn't an intention. His intention was just to talk about what they found out.
Yeah. I was glad to hear the audio. I just heard it this morning. And I said, this Tacos guy's baiting him. I said, there is no way he's getting ready to call Seth. I knew that right then.
So funny. So crazy.
But it's sad to me.
Go ahead.
So let me ask
I was
Seth.
on the line with you while you were on the phone with him.
Yeah, Seth was on the phone with us the whole time we were online with T-Rev.
Oh,
there it is. Seth was on the phone with us the whole time he was online with T-Rev. Yes, Seth was going into the chat. The leprechaun is T-Rev. That's who they're referring to as leprechaun, yes. But yet, Seth was also commenting in the chat. And this was all to confront T-Rev about Michaela. That's the only reason Uncle Taco called in.
Oh, you all are. Oh, my God. See, okay.
Playing games.
I'm done. I knew it. I said, I wonder if Seth put him up to calling.
If you put that call on audio, you could hear stuff in the background.
Okay.
So that's cute and funny that they literally were trolling about a woman. Hey, fixing the snap. No, Cannon, because there's others that are denying she got anything. So I don't know. But T-Rev was already living with Michaela. But I'll tell you what, all three of them were together. All three of them were together at one point too. And when we all were led to believe they were fighting, Seth was at Michaela's with T-Rev. What the hell's going on here? So on the phone with Taco while he's on panel, pulling his strings and in chat to make his presence known. Yep. It's all about controlling a narrative.
I wondered that because I said he's dancing around the subject. He wasn't answering anything. Like at the end, remember he said, oh, maybe we all could go. Taco said, maybe we all could go get something to eat. And I thought, yeah, let me hear his response. He never said nothing. He glazed right over it.
I think T-Rev heard Seth in the background.
Oh, okay. Wow. Wow,
But he
wow,
wasn't
wow.
sure. See his head cocked and act weird.
Wow.
He's answering around the questions.
Let me tell Seth, well, I'm tell all of you all. I met a really nice. Huh?
He's a slimy leprechaun.
Look, to be fair, Susan, I don't know if she took his money or not, but he gave the money. Oh, he was talking about masturbation and everything, Jay. It was disgusting from what I've heard. Now, I didn't follow it. Of course they talk about me. Of course they do. Isn't that what she came over here crying for? Please give me peace. Please don't talk about me. But all she's done since then is run her damn mouth. And I'm so happy some of you are starting to see it. Why don't you come over and have the balls, Seth Rogers, to speak yourself? Stop sending little minions out to do your dirty work. Why don't you go look for your damn son instead of talking on panels about masturbation and telling us private stories about your missing teenage son? Fucking slob.
I met this wonderful kid yesterday at the mall. His name is Ben. He's 15. He's on the.
So that has nothing to do with anything. But yeah, yep. That's what we got. We got Seth Rogers sitting his obese ass up on panels, running his nasty, filthy mouth, sounding like a total creepster. That ain't country. There ain't nothing country about that man. That man is despicable. The way the sexual talking he does, the inappropriate things he does, the games that he is playing while his son disappeared. And don't you all forget, nobody's asking him the right questions. That is what Seth Rogers said. Nobody's asking him the right questions. What are the right questions, Seth Rogers? Where's your son? I think that's the right question. Oh, I think my son's somewhere in a room right now playing video games and doesn't even know any of this is going on. Yeah, I bet you do think that, don't you? I bet you know that, don't you? On the anniversary of all the disdain we have heard this man come out with towards Katie. All of the absolute anger and envy. And we're supposed to believe Sebastian disappeared 8 years to the date of their anniversary of their divorce. And we're supposed to believe that? This man constantly goes back to California when his son was 7-8 years old, and 7-8 years later, Sebastian Rogers disappears from his home in the middle of the night on the date of the divorce? I have a feeling a lot of them do, Susan. Then we got Uncle Taco coming out here talking about he needs his truck fixed and he's thinking about making a channel. And please, these people have used this boy for nothing more. It is despicable. Seth Rogers was sitting back there weeks ago, blackmailing somebody not to come on my panel. You don't run this show. We don't play your game. This ain't the Seth show over here. No, sir. This is not the Seth Rogers show over here. And not a damn penny of it went to anything but Seth getting a new truck, Seth paying for a woman. Where did it go towards Sebastian? Somebody riddle me that. What resources does he need, Chanley? They sure do. They sure do. On that sweet little Lord-fearing channel, right? Me too, Blue Bunkers. The games are over. You fooled enough people. Bring Sebastian out of hiding. Seth knows where Sebastian is. There's no doubt in my mind. Uncle Drunk Taco said he needs a new car. Yep. Seth got plenty of donos in his grift. He could pay to have that wrap off his truck. That's another thing he brought up over here. Hold on. Let's look at that. Let's look at that. So we hear, now we don't know if it's true, but we hear that he gave 12,000 to Michaela. Now, again, we don't know if it's true, but let's hear this.
When it comes to the wrap on my truck, that I'm actually contracted to have that wrap on my truck. If I could take it off and put Sebastian's on there, I would. But that's $2,400 I have to pay to that company.
So when you got that GoFundMe and all those cash apps and all those things, why didn't you pay the $2,400 to remove that off your truck and put your son's face on there? Jen, with utmost respect, I don't care if he's autistic or not. That man is extremely inappropriate. We have heard him make inappropriate jokes towards searchers. We know of searchers that he made passive, was being sexual with, that became very uncomfortable for 2 weeks, and he called Seth. He found out through social media. She's getting a cease and desist, Genevieve, and I'm ready to follow it through. So, yeah, it would cost him $2,400. Why didn't he pay? You got that easily. Why are you bringing it up now? Did the money run dry? You looking for more sympathy, donos? Oh, if I could remove the wrap and put my son on there for $2,400. The people didn't pay your way enough?
I would. If I could take it off and put Sebastian's on there, I would. But that's $2,400 I have to pay to that company to take that wrap off.
Oh.
Now, I agree with that, Jen, but I know plenty of autistic people that are not sexually inappropriate all the time. I know plenty of autistic people that don't go around telling us about their children's traumas and teenage changes. So even if he were autistic, it doesn't excuse anything. Not a damn thing. Hey, Blissful.
Take what off?
I have magnets all over my truck.
What are you speaking of?
The wrap. Someone said something about the wrap on his truck.
That was Spivvy.
But he cannot take it off because it's $2,500 if he takes it off. But he does have magnets of Sebastian all over the truck.
Oh, so what is he speaking of? A work truck?
His personal truck.
My truck.
I work
for Carbon Ties.
Okay.
I'm contracted by Carbon Ties, so I have a flyer that's a wrap on my truck.
I see.
It brings me a little extra income every month.
Helps pay for the truck.
Helps pay for the truck. But he just got in. But wait a minute. But he can afford almost $300 pair of boots. Okay.
Do you send out flyers?
But
I would love to put flyers up out here.
Well, I will pass them out here.
Yeah. We've passed them here in Oklahoma.
Go get your own free flyers printed. That's all. Go get your own free flyers.
If we go into certain places, they ask all the time, "Hey, have y'all found your nephew yet?" Hey,
people hear about it
because we talk about it everywhere.
I lived in Rancho, Illinois in 81 to 84.
Okay.
I remember the blizzard. It was really wild.
84, yeah, I was there in 84, the blizzard.
And then I was all over the place. Guam, Scotland, Georgia.
Oh wow, you've lived overseas?
Why is this new character popping up? Why is Uncle Taco making his presence really well known the other day? How many different panels was Uncle Taco on? Something's weird here. Something's weird here. And I agree, Remy. Being inappropriate and no. There's so much I could say, but we all know it'll be clipped and twisted and turned, and I'll be the bad guy. So I'll just leave you with this. I don't give a shit. It doesn't matter what anybody's medical is. It does not matter. If your way of socializing is through inappropriate remarks and revealing inappropriate conversations or business about your child, don't get online. Nobody needed to know what we all know about Sebastian. And I'm not just talking about his trauma or the fact that Seth Rogers oddly said that he displayed behaviors and he, asked people to see theirs. Here's mine. Let me see yours. Or we don't need to know about his, teenage changes that were taking place. We don't need to know about any of that. That was fucking weird. And the fact that this panel of females continuously allows this man up there to exploit his child and speak in these sexual manners is unacceptable, autistic or not. Facts. Hey, Cotton Candy. Right, Cotton Candy. Autistic or not. It doesn't excuse it, doesn't change it, nothing. I get that, Coop, but he came out and he went on several different panels in one day, and then he mentioned needing a new car fix, and he's going to start a channel. It's weird. It's weird. Anyway, I have to get ready for this birthday party. We will do a part 2 follow-up to this. I just, there's a lot of weird shit going on. A lot of weird things, like the fact that these people are trolling while there's a child missing. Who has time for that? If we found out that Katie or Chris were out here dating and using the disappearance of Sebastian to meet other people and paying off mortgages and begging for money all the time, there'd be outrage. If we found out that Chris Proudfoot ever sat on a panel and talked about masturbation, there'd be rightfully outrage. But because it's Seth and people have placed this label, this poor pity man on him, no. Again, this ain't the Seth show over here. We ain't playing it. If you haven't, please consider hitting the thumbs up. I appreciate you all being here. I'm going to leave us on this note, the only note that matters. I plan on changing and updating it. But for now, this is what we have. Not on your panel, they didn't, Jay. I will say that. You guys seem to really like them over there. On your panel, they didn't. But on others, he mentioned starting a channel, needing, its car and all this weird shit. Thank you so much, Miss Katrina. Could have been a Black Widow. I'm definitely gonna go after the party, DD. I'll upload a picture on my members only and show you guys what I'm talking about, and then I'll keep you updated on what takes place. I would love to hear the answer. He'll never come over here and give us answers. They'll never come over here because we don't subscribe to the Seth Rogers show. He's not our boss, right? Remember when he said that to T-Rev? Trevor Lee. Get off this panel, boy. This is my show. Tony stays around because Tony knows I'm the boss. I'm the boss. Yeah, we don't subscribe to that over here. So he'll never come over here. And you know what? I'm quite okay with that. I don't want you over here. The only person we care about over here is your son. The general public, they comprehend they are involved with a crime that was committed. But they're not involved with the crime that was committed. There's nothing that leads to there was a crime committed. So I don't know about all that, Jen. I don't know about all that. All I know is that at the end of the day, Seth Rogers, Katie Proudfoot, and Chris Proudfoot are all suspects in the disappearance of Sebastian Rogers, who we are now 4 months in, and he has still vanished. No traces, nothing. Wasn't she just over on my panel talking shit on Betty Tracy? This is what she does. Listen, if you people can't see it yet, I don't think you ever will. That woman is as two-faced, as fraudulent, and as fake as they come. And she hides behind this image of being this poor, woe is me victim. Another person exploiting. Just stop. I ain't even going to say it. We're going to remember this is about Sebastian. He's still missing. He still needs our eyes. He still needs our posters. There's nothing yet to imply that there was a foul play at play. So for right now, the only thing we can continue to do is keep his face and his name out there. On February 26, 2024, an Amber Alert went out for 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers. Sebastian is white, 5'5", 120 pounds, with brown hair and brown eyes. Sebastian was last seen wearing a black long-sleeve shirt, black sweatpants, and glasses. He has a medical condition that may impair his ability to return safely without assistance. If you have seen Sebastian or have information regarding his whereabouts, please contact the Sumner County Emergency Center or TBI at 1-800-TBI-FIND. Let's take this moment to pray for Sebastian's safe return.